Now, Oscar, I mean, you're such a diverse individual to begin with. I mean, born in Guatemala, Cuban and French descent. This series has already had a lot of diversity in it, with James Earl Jones and all these other
Not
characters.
that much diversity. It was
mean,
like
it's
James
big
Earl Jones and
characters.
Billy D. That was basically
Yeah,
it.
it was big characters.
But then
They
Jimmy
were-
Smits was in the prequels. That's true.
Tony Knox was one of the Ewoks.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, so it was a bit diverse. Were you surprised at all to hear the nitwit group on Twitter like having a heart attack about John Boyega being featured? So
No, I
much
wasn't
in it?
surprised at all. I mean, it's like it's mostly nitwits to get on there and start saying that kind of. Of course that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of idiots out there, but what was even cooler to see was all the non-nitwits tell the nitwits that they were nitwits for doing that. There was a big outpouring of saying, no, you people are crazy. This is welcome to 2015. Welcome to the world as it is now.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking about this on the way over too. How special it is that this very well could be one of the biggest movies, and then you look at the leads and it's a female, and it's got John Boyega, it's got me in it. It's got the United Colors of Benetton up there,
Yeah.
and particularly with the variety of female roles in this now. There's pilots, they're all over the place,
Yeah.
and it's just it's a different. It just reflects the world as it is now.
Speaking of pilots, your character Poe is a pilot, and there's been some information in comic books about the character's story a little bit, but I mean, what can you tell the audience a little about why they should be so excited to see Poe on screen, besides the fact that he's one of the best pilots out there?
Yeah, well, he believes in the Force. He is totally committed to the Resistance. He's got a problem with authority. He's a bit rebellious and reckless, but it comes from a place of wanting to prove how much the Resistance means to him and how much he believes in it.
Yeah.
And he's got that thing that these fighter pilots have, that they fly above the rest of us. They defy death at every turn.
Yeah.
And so that infuses their personalities with this sense of invincibility.
Now, the first Star Wars was shot in Guatemala. I know it's a little before you was born, but how full circle is it for you to be featured in this one now after it had its beginning right in?
I know that at the end they shot that in Guatemala. No, that was, I started talking about it a bit, and the Shattered Empire comics came out, and that has been fused into the actual story of Poe now. That's where he was born, on Yavin.
Yeah.
And I think that's just great because it just makes it personal. And that's
Yeah.
the thing about these movies, is that the intimacy that people feel with it. It's much more than just a movie. It's culture.
Yeah. Great word for
Yeah.
it. Thank you, man. Good seeing you
Good
again.
seeing you.